Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Whatever side of the universe you're on. If you came back, thank you for coming back. If you're new, welcome. So this is a wealth building channel. So we talk about a variety of things. We talk about careers, talk about money, investing, and I think that's all I can think of right now. But today is going to be about the bank, and we're all trying to get some more bank, right? So, which one is the best bank for you or your family? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So hopefully you will get something of value out of this, and the ones who stay till the end will get the most value. All right, so let's talk about this. What is the best bank for you? The news is good for those who bank it lately. The Federal Reserve raised the short-term interest rates to fight inflation. The yields on deposits are increasing, especially internet banks. Large brick and mortar banks tend to raise rates more slowly, and many of them have ample deposits, minimizing their incentives to push up the yields. But big banks have a spare of customer-friendly changes to their overdraft policies in the last year. Some of them, such as Ally Bank, Capital One, by the way, none of this is sponsored as of yet. Others are lowering their fees, increasing the amount which customers can overdraw on their checking accounts without fees. Some of them are allowing customers to get more out of their balance, out of the red, without fees. Chase, for example, has stopped charging overdraft fees if your account is overdrawn by $50 or less at the end of the day. And starting sometime this year in 2022, Chase customers who overdraw their accounts by more than $50 will have until the end of the next business days to bring their account up to date. So that will avoid some overdraft fees. So some of that mercy will probably pay off for sure. Such changes are a part of a broader strategy that banks are implementing to keep their customer expectations good, transforming them to visit the branches more and more frequently use digital services such as Zelle and Venmo to exchange money. These decisions are coming from retail banks that are recognizing that the role they play in the customers' lives go beyond service providing. And so which bank is right for you? If you're searching for a better bank in relationship, let's check out the 6 annual ratings by the financial institutions among national banks, international banks, internet banks, credit unions, as well as the best institutions for client profiles. And this includes the retirees, family with kids. So this comes from Carinos, which compiled information on interest rates, fees, other features on 39 different institutions. So we talked about overdraft grace periods on these banks. We've talked about some of the things that we look at, the savings yields, virtual wallets, interest rates. And before you commit to a bank, you need to check its current yields, and the overall rates are on the rise. So let's look at some of these national banks, and these banks are usually the large brick and mortar institutions. They have them in several states. They have solid choices if you're in person as well as abroad. They have investment and wealth management services. Okay, and one of the gold ones is TD Bank, and why it won is because it has low minimum balance requirements. So it satisfies a variety of customers. By the way, this is not sponsored by TD Bank. It would be nice if they were, but no, they're not. So it's mostly on the eastern states and D.C., and the terms and rates are for Delaware that we're going to talk about here. So TD Bank appeared upon many of the best national bank finalists in 6 years that compiled that Curinos, C-U-R-I-N-O-S, compiled. And starting this fall of 2022, customers will have 24 hours to rectify their overdrafts of more than $50, which Chase has been doing, by the way. And they no longer have to pay a transfer fund to checking in case of an overdraft fee. So this basic convenience checking waives its $15 monthly fee if you keep a balance of $100. Beyond Checking charges no monthly fee if you have $5,000 in your monthly deposit, and $2,500 daily balance in checking, at least $25,000 in eligible TD deposit banks. The account comes with free standard checks, money orders, cashier's checks, incoming wires, reverse fees for rush bills. So the monthly fees on all the savings and money market accounts are waived for Beyond Checking customers. Their savings, they have a simple savings and a Beyond Savings accounts. So the simple saving yields 0.2%, and the Beyond Savings, if you keep it, you can keep it free. It's $20,000 minimum balance, and it's 0.5 on balances of $250 or more. Now, it's not my suggestion in this channel for you to put $250,000 into a savings account. If you got $250,000, you need to have a diverse portfolio and invest it in different things where your money's going to grow more than 0.5%. I'm just giving you an idea of what they're doing here, but that is definitely not my suggestion. Okay, the one who won second place was PNC Bank. PNC offered perks on all its virtual wallet account packages. It skips the monthly fee. It's manageable with a basic virtual wallet checking package, and it comes with an ATM fee reimbursement. It is basically 2,700 branches in 28 states. It's mostly throughout the eastern half of the U.S. and the Sun Belt, and the Washington, D.C. terms and rates that we're going to discuss here in a few minutes are for Pittsburgh. PNC account offerings center around virtual wallet program, which ties together a spend checking account for everyday transactions, a reverse checking account, which set aside fees for short-term goals, and a growth saving account for longer-term goals. The virtual wallet package waives its $7 monthly fee if you have a monthly direct deposit of $500. And if you're 62 years or older, it reimburses the first two fees charged if you're using an out-of-network ATM. Virtual Wallet is a performance spend, and it's performance select, which requires higher direct deposits and balances to skip the monthly fees. So the interest rates on PNC savings accounts often depend on which account package you have and how much balance you have and what kind of certain activity requirements you have. The Premier Money Market account yields 0.4% balance on $1 million performance select customers who have at least 5 PNC debit or credit card transactions monthly or have $5,000 or more in monthly direct deposits. You must link the money market account to a performance select account or keep $5,000 average money balance to avoid a $12 monthly fee. Now, the third place national bank is www.53.com, and that's because Momentum checking charges are no monthly fees, preferred checking packages, a lot of perks. It's nearly 1,200 branches in 11 western and southern states. So this is 53.com. 53rd offers a range of checking accounts. Two of them stand out most. Momentum Checking charges no monthly fees without any strings attached. It is a rarity from national larger banks, and it can increase your direct deposit paycheck up to 2 days earlier. And with preferred checking, it bypasses the $25 monthly fee if you have at least $1 million combined in the deposit and investment accounts. So freebies include standard checks, notary services, money orders, cashier's checks, safe deposit boxes, up to 10 out-of-network ATMs, a savings account, a money market account, a certificate of deposit, and recently interest rates are around 0.1%. 12-month promotional CD yield is 0.5%, and that requires a $5,000 minimum deposit. Notably, in 2020, the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau filed suit against 53rd, alleging that in previous years, the bank opened unauthorized deposit and credit card accounts in consumers' names. They said it addressed the issues that sparked the lawsuit, which is working its way through the court as we speak. So if you see anything and you look that up, that's what that's all about. All right, high net worth clients. These are the best banks for those who can meet the high minimum balance requirements. So this one is Citibank, and Citibank maintains big balances, enjoys prime treatment, and visits branches around the world. The Citi Gold account package provides a large load of complimentary services and unique benefits. It's more than 650 branches in 9 states, with many in California, New York, and D.C. These rates that we're going to be talking about here are from New York City. So the City Gold account package is available to those who keep a $200,000 in deposit, retirement, investment accounts. City Gold customers have a relationship manager as a point person, a wealth advisor who provides financial planning and investment guidance. You get free checking, you get free savings, and the savings yields 0.12%, 0.12, as well as complimentary standard checks, stop payments, overdraft transfers. This sounds pretty nice, but you have to keep $200,000 in there to get all this. Out-of-network ATM surges, up to $200 annually is refunded for subscriptions, and this includes Prime, Costco, Hulu, TSA Check, Spotify premiums. Travelers' benefits are waived, foreign transaction fees are waived. I mean, this sounds really nice. I hope to make it to that point someday where we can have $200,000 in our bank account. This sounds really nice. Free next day delivery of foreign currency to your home, office or nearby bank branch, concierge services. You access to more than 100 City Gold lounges globally, which provide refreshments and Wi-Fi. Oh my goodness. This sounds like a resort of some sort. Other perks include complimentary discount admission to select cultural institutions, events. Oh my gosh. Private dinners, I'm sold. Top chefs, serve seating at sporting events. Holy crap, this must be for the movie stars here. Customers who keep at least $1 million in deposit, retirement, and investment are eligible for City Gold Private Client. Okay, it comes with one additional benefit: a heightened ATM withdrawal and purchase limits. Advanced wealth planning. I would hope so if you're keeping $1 million in their bank. This must be for the sports stars, the movie stars, all them, right? I consider myself a high net worth, but I don't have that kind of dough just laying around. All right, runner up for the high net worth clients. All right, this is Chase. Chase, its accounts are attractive. The bank has an extensive bank presence. Sapphire banking comes with reduced fees. Customers who keep $75,000 bank. Okay, that's a little bit better. All right, it's located in 4,900 branches in the lower 48 states and D.C. With Sapphire banking, you have to have at least $75,000 in deposit and investment accounts, skipping the $25 monthly fee. The checking account reimburses all out-of-network fees. There's no charges for stop payments, wire transfers, money orders, cashier's checks, standard checks, foreign transactions, a small safety deposit box. With $150,000 or more, you get the same perks, including dedicated banking and investment advisors. So you get free investment advisors and wealth strategy people. Best for the retirees is TD Bank is the winner for that, because it has a 50 plus checking account, which requires a $250 minimum balance, and they waive the $10 monthly fee. It's suitable for retirees who want to skip fees on savings accounts too. The 60 plus checking account is targeted for 60 or older, with free standard checks, cashier's checks, money orders, paper statements. And if you're 62 or older, it's totally free. You don't have to pay a monthly fee at all. And it has a growth money market, which is 0.3% balance of $25,000 or more. You have to at least keep $50 in your account every month. Otherwise, it's 0.1% yield. So TD offers investment and wealth management. It includes a robo-advisor platform for assistance from human advisors as full-fledged advisory services. And those with $750,000 in investable assets are eligible for TD's private client wealth group. But if I had $750,000 to invest in a bank, I think I would go back to the resort one, which is Citibank. Okay, the runner-up for retirees is Fidelity Investments. At Fidelity.com, and retirees who are willing to do their banking online. It has cash management free, extra deposit insurance. There's no monthly fee, no minimum balance. They reimburse all domestic out-of-network ATM fees. The cash management is technically a brokerage account, and the funds have FDIC coverage if you're insured up to $1.25 million against bank failure, rather than the standard $250,000 per FDIC coverage. So you don't have to open any other Fidelity account to use the cash management, but there are plenty of options open. They also have financial planning and investment advice. So the next bank we're going to talk about is internet banks. So some of the best internet banks are AXOS Bank, and they are a well-rounded group. If you're looking for a checking account with a high yield, it features tailored to students or seniors, no frills. It offers interest in chunks. It offers the ability to access your direct deposited paycheck up to 2 days early. If you have at least $2,500 in your invest management portfolio account, you can also check them out for consumer loan payments, which I'm not suggesting because we don't teach that here on our channel to take out loans. But all of these checking accounts reimburse unlimited domestic out-of-network ATM charges. And for teens, 13 to 17, the first checking provides 0.1 rate. Its limits are $100 in cash withdrawals and $500 in purchases. So it's good for somebody who's really young to learn how to handle a bank account. The golden checking is for those 55 and older. Free of personal checks, a monthly fee and domestic ATM charges. It keeps large balances. It has a high yield savings, a 0.61% rate. And if you keep up to $25,000 in this bank account, which is AXOS Bank, if you keep a larger balance in this bank, you can get high yield money market account, which yields 0.25 on all amounts. So the second one on the internet bank is TIAA Bank, and it yields a pledge promise to competitive interest rates and solid bank accounts. It has money market accounts, which yield 0.7, savings accounts 0.8. The rates are pretty good here. CD rates 1.3 and a 2.55 for a 5-year maturity. TIAA Bank is owned by an investment advisory firm, and it guarantees a yield plus pledge checking and a yield pledge money market. They have free basic savings account and free basic CD offers. So the checking account provides the same ATM and purchase benefits as noted above. So that's that one. That's the second place one, if you want to check that out. The third place is Ally Bank. Ally Bank stands out because the interest checking yields up to 0.25. The money market and online savings account had a rate of 0.75%, which is amazing. Their interest checking has long been a standout. It yields 0.25 on balances of $15,000 or more, 0.1 on lower balances, reimburse up to $10 monthly on an out-of-network ATM. Ally removed all the draft fees with the cover draft service, and they provide $250 in coverage if you overdraw. So they may restrict your withdrawals, but you can also transfer funds from a linked Ally savings or money market account to cover your overdrafts. Standard checks, cashier's checks, incoming wire transfers, expedited electronic fund transfers are free. Along with the money market, Ally's yields are worth a look too. They require no minimum deposit, and you get a 1-year CD and 2.25 for 5 years. Okay, if you'd rather avoid the penalty, consider the no penalty CD. So I'm going to move on because I'm probably losing half of you right now. So the best for family and kids, the best bank for your family and your kids is Capital One is number one, and it's an account for teens that have a sweet, strong accounts for parents to help out when the young ones are learning. It's called Money Team Checking. It has no monthly fee and is available to children 8 years and older. And the parents can absolutely sign off on it to help them manage this. They are limited to $500 a day. They can use the card at certain establishments like car rentals, bars, and liquor stores. Well, let's hope at 8 years old we're not going into those. Adults have a nice set of account choices too. The free 360 checking, 360 performance, And the runner-up is Discover Bank. It keeps the fees to a minimum. It gives cashback debit accounts. Younger than 18. It makes a lot of sense for college students who are getting started with a banking account. It gives 1% cash back on $3,000 in debit card purchases. It's as standard checks, cashier's checks, overdraft fees are free for younger people. Discover Free Savings Account, which yields 0.7%, money markets 0.6%, and you have to keep a balance of less than $100,000 to get that. I'm sure that won't be a problem. This is on less. Now, if you got more than $100,000, it gives 1.5% on a 12-year term, and that is for family with kids is Capital One and Discover Bank. Okay, they got great stuff for your young ones. So the best credit unions. So we have about 3 of these, and the first one is Alliant, which is Allint. The second one is Connexus. Let me spell that for you. Connexus. Connexus.org, by the way. All of these are .org. The third one is Belco, which is BELLCO.org, and this is the third credit union, which is considered the best. And this is data from Curinos, which is CURINOS. And this is a financial data provider, and they are and they evaluate financial institutions. They evaluated 13 national and regional banks, 13 internet banks, 13 credit unions, and this video discusses some of their findings. So what they look at is they look about checking accounts, savings account, money market accounts, CDs, interest rates, deposits, balance requirements, maintenance fees, network withdrawals, personal checks, grace period, mobile banking features, and these are all the things they look at to come up with what they come up with. So again, the credit unions are Alliant, ALLINT, creditunion.org, Connexus, credit union, and the third one is Belco Credit Union. This video is getting a little long, so I didn't go into every detail, but you can check those out online. And I appreciate you staying with me if anybody stayed. I don't know if they did, but if you did, I'm going to put this up for you. So you can check this out. I might put this one up on another video too, because I didn't really. And if you want to take a screenshot or do any of that good stuff, you can do that. These are some of the top yield money mutual funds. It's one of my longer videos. Let's go back to this one, top checking accounts. Anybody interested in the bonds, the savings and market deposit incomes of August 2022? Here is some pictures. Okay, top yielding shields, top money mutual funds. Okay, I'm getting ready to end this video. I appreciate everybody staying with me on this. This is a pretty long one.